Furthermore, my dear friends, as we are continuing with the new series, that is case studies, so let us let us first of all define what a case study is. So literally we can say that a case study is a detailed study of a specific subject such as a person, group, place, event, organization or phenomenon. Fine. Case studies are commonly used in social, educational, clinical and business research. Fine. But we focus more we focus more on the aspects, facts, issues, decisions taken, etc., etc., when the two parties, or we can say when two parties are opposing each other on some conflicts in the world of patents. Fine. So let us dig a little deeper by going into some specific cases. Fine? Okay. Wow. So, with this beautiful figure, let us proceed with the detailed one. Fine? So friends, till now we have discussed 9 case studies and now it's the turn for case study number 10. And the topic is Tata Chemicals Ltd versus Hindustan Unilever Ltd. So let us dig details on this particular case study. Okay, let us proceed. We will consider first the overview of the case. Okay, so briefly try to identify what the case is about. Okay, so point number 1, Indian Patent Office in a protracted patent battle between Tata Chemicals Ltd and Hindustan Unilever Ltd has given a decision in favor of Hindustan Unilever Ltd. Okay. Point number 2 is the Assistant Controller of Patents and Designs had refused the patent application related to water purifier filed by Tata Chemicals Ltd along with Tata Consultancy Services on July 8, 2008. Fine. Now, point number 3 is the Assistant Controller of Patents and Designs refused the patent application based on a pre-grant opposition filed by Hindustan Unilever Ltd, which raised objections of the invention being obvious to a person skilled in the art. So this is the overall view of the case. Okay, now let us proceed for the details. What is the background? We can say, according to market research, India's market of water purifier was estimated to be at $391.4 million in 2019. And the Indian market is expected to expand at a compound annual growth rate or CAGR of 13% to outreach $818 million by 2024. That means it is an estimation. Okay. Now, according to Allied Market Research, the global market size of water purifiers was valued at $31,013 million in 2018. This is the figure for global market size. Fine. Let us proceed. The global water purifier market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 9% from 2018 to 2025 to outreach $58,322 million by 2025. This is also an estimation. Thus, global business houses see a significant market potential of water purifiers. Why? Because we can say due to increasing water pollution and waterborne diseases such as cholera, typhoid, diarrhea and cancer, etc. etc. Fine. Now, what are the legal observations? Fine. Okay. Tata Chemicals along with Tata Consultancy Services claimed a patent for a water purifying device comprising a purification chamber that has an upper chamber and a lower chamber such that the lower chamber has a nozzle for the outflow of water. Just a description, nothing else. Just a description of the purifier by the Tata Chemicals Ltd in their claims. Okay. The next point is the purification chamber is coupled with a water storage vessel and the purification chamber is configured with a water filter such that water present in the water present in the water storage vessel is purified by a water filter of the purification chamber. Some more description on the construction part. Okay. Now, the applicant means Tata Chemicals. Tata Chemicals claimed that the water purifying device is designed such that the water filter receives a uniform flow of water and nozzle regulates the outflow of purified water from the water purifying device. Okay, that means it concentrates more on the uniform flow of water as well as the regulation of outflow of the purified water through the nozzles. Fine. Now, the applicant described that the device could sustain uneven forces and pressures applied to the water filter for the water filter of the purification chamber. That means the advantage is sustaining uneven forces and pressures applied to the water filter. Okay. Another advantage is described by the applicant is that the water purifying device, due to its cost effectiveness, can be used in villages for various purposes. For example, the device can be fixed on any vessel or even pots, with the pots also. Okay, fine. Now, moreover, the applicant also mentioned various awards, including the Design of the Decade award earned by the water purifying device. The award is Design of the Decade. Design of the Decade. See friends, the concentration is on the design part. Okay, so Design of the Decade award was also earned by the applicant. Okay, fine. Now, Hindustan Unilever Ltd filed a pre-grant opposition against Tata Chemicals Ltd along with Tata Consultancy Services on January 13, 2011, stating that all features of the invention were present in prior arts and therefore invention lacks inventive step. Okay, that means all the arguments in favor of the pre-grant opposition. Fine. Now the next point is Hindustan Unilever Limited also objected that merely claiming aesthetic changes in the nozzle part for the outflow of water over the prior arts cannot bring any novelty to the water purifying device. The argument done by the Hindustan Unilever Limited was mere change or mere aesthetic change of the nozzle part cannot be claimed for the patentability criteria. Fine. Now, in response to objections raised by Hindustan Unilever Limited, Tata Chemicals along with TCS or Tata Consultancy Services argued that claimed water purifying device comprises all the necessary features including a nozzle for the outflow of water which has not been claimed in any of the cited prior arts. Fine. So, Tata Chemicals argued on its behalf. The final decision. The Assistant Controller of Patents and Designs in an order dated 2nd January 2020 is of the view that the arguments made by the applicant, that is Tata Chemicals Limited along with TCS, regarding objections of lack of inventive steps are not sufficient. That means whatever the arguments were made by the Tata Chemicals Limited and TCS were not sufficient. And this was told by the Assistant Controller of Patents and Designs. He also stated that the water purifying device invention is noble, but it lacks an inventive step and is obvious to the person skilled in the art. Fine. The next point is, so or hence the Assistant Controller of Patents and Design accepted pre-grant opposition made by Hindustan Unilever Limited and refused the grant of a patent application filed by Tata Chemicals Limited along with TCS or Tata Consultancy Services. That means the patent application made by these two, Tata Chemicals Ltd and TCS, were rejected. Fine. The application was refused. The final decision was the application was refused because the controller or the assistant controller of patents and design accepted the pre-grant opposition made by Hindustan Unilever Ltd. As we know, friends, section 25 is about opposition to the patent, and section 25 subsection 1 is about pre-grant opposition. So please refer to section 25. Please refer to each and every slide of this case study, of this video lecture, and if you are getting stuck anywhere else, please write down them in my comment box. Okay, I hope this case is pretty much clear to you. So friends, enjoy and try to learn from each and every case study the different aspects of patent law. Fine, friends, happy learning. So friends, enrich your brain cell with proper food and proper knowledge. So thank you all, my dear friends, for listening to me and watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Please keep questioning. Please keep learning and keep enjoying. Thank you so much. God bless you. Jai Hind.